Welcome to France. With 18 regions and over 100 provinces, France stands among the most beloved destinations in the world, where history, nature, cuisine, and architecture blend together to create an irresistible charm. Imagine yourself strolling through the lush green vineyards of Burgundy, savoring the aroma of freshly baked baguettes in the heart of Paris, or letting your soul drift along the turquoise waves of the French Riviera. Every land carries its own identity, filled with stories, traditions, and treasures waiting to be discovered. From world-famous wonders like the Louvre Museum, home to tens of thousands of remarkable artworks, to the Loire Valley with its countless majestic castles, France is a journey of emotions and endless discovery. It is also the birthplace of fine wines, Michelin-starred cuisine, and cities where the past meets the present in perfect harmony. In this video, we'll embark on a journey across the hexagon, from timeless landmarks to hidden villages that preserve pure beauty, to truly feel what makes France an eternal source of inspiration for every soul that loves beauty. Before we begin this adventure through this stunning land, let's start with a little question. Which flower is considered the national symbol of France? Corsica. Have you ever dreamed of visiting an island that offers not only stunning scenery, but also a rich history and vibrant culture? Located in the middle of the Mediterranean Sea, Corsica is called the Island of Beauty, truly a precious gem of this region. The island is a paradise for nature lovers, with white sandy beaches, crystal clear waters, majestic mountains, and refreshing green forests. It is also a crossroads of cultures, where rich heritage can be seen in the traditional villages, ancient ruins, and historical fortresses. Local cuisine, influenced by both French and Italian flavors, leaves a strong impression with its rich and authentic taste, reflecting the island's unique identity. And don't forget, Corsica is the birthplace of Napoleon Bonaparte. Walking through the old streets of Ajaccio, his hometown, feels like stepping back in time. Verdon Gorges. This place is home to turquoise waters that shine beneath towering cliffs. The Verdon Gorge, known as the Grand Canyon of Europe, waiting for you to admire its rare natural beauty. Imagine walking along winding trails that stretch across the cliffs, opening up to breathtaking views. It's a perfect destination for adventure seekers with activities like climbing, rafting, or paragliding, and also a peaceful retreat for anyone looking to escape daily routines. Nearby, the village of Moustiers-Sainte-Marie is famous for its fine pottery, offering a striking contrast to the wild and powerful charm of the limestone mountains. Chamonix-Mont-Blanc. Located in the French Alps, Chamonix-Mont-Blanc sits beneath Mont Blanc, the highest mountain in Europe, standing tall and magnificent through every window view. The region is famous in winter for its beautiful ski slopes, but it's also a natural paradise all year round, attracting visitors from around the world. You can take the cable car to Aiguille du Midi for a full 360-degree view of the majestic Alps. Chamonix's value also lies in its mountaineering history, showcased in museums and exhibitions honoring brave climbers of the past. Whether you're a professional or simply a nature lover, there's something special for everyone in every season. Provence. A land filled with endless lavender fields stretching to the horizon. Provence captures the true spirit of southern France with romantic scenery, colorful markets, and a rich artistic lifestyle. Walking through the narrow streets of charming villages like Saint-Remy or Gordes, you'll find shops displaying vibrant Provençal fabrics and delicate handmade pottery. The local cuisine is a journey in itself, featuring fragrant olive oil, full-bodied wines, and Mediterranean dishes like the famous bouillabaisse. Provence is also a land of art that once inspired great painters like Van Gogh and Cézanne. Every corner here feels like a moving painting, not only to see, but to feel with all your senses. Dune du Pilat and Aquitaine. Located in southwestern France, Dune du Pilat rises more than 110 meters high, offering a breathtaking panoramic view of the Atlantic Ocean. What makes it special is not just its height, but the striking contrast between the deep blue sea and the bright green pine forests surrounding it. The air here carries the scent of sea salt mixed with pine resin, creating a feeling both familiar and enchanting. From Dune du Pilat, visitors can start exploring the Aquitaine region, known for its rich cuisine and charming coastal villages. Biarritz attracts travelers with its surf beaches and elegant Belle Époque architecture, while Saint-Emilion hides among rolling vineyards, famous for its wine heritage and ancient Romanesque churches. Aquitaine is also perfect for outdoor lovers, offering hiking in the Pyrenees and exploring nature reserves rich in biodiversity. Alsace. Alsace feels like stepping into a fairy tale world with its colorful villages, medieval castles, and cobblestone streets that seem to come alive from storybooks or animated films. Lying on the border between France and Germany, it offers a unique blend of cultures, languages, and traditions from both countries. During Christmas, the markets in Strasbourg and Colmar glow with lights and decorations, turning these cities into real winter wonderlands. Alsace remains charming all year round, especially when vineyards along the Route des Vins come to life during harvest season, inviting travelers to taste world-famous white wines. Local cuisine is another highlight, with dishes like choucroute and flammekuche reflecting the delicate fusion of German heartiness and French culinary flair. A trip to Alsace is more than just a visit to picturesque towns. It's a heartfelt experience that lingers long after you leave. Normandy. If you're looking for a place where history blends with natural beauty, Normandy is the perfect choice. With its rugged coastline and long sandy beaches, this region is forever remembered for its pivotal role on D-Day in 1944. Beyond the historic beaches, Normandy captivates visitors with its striking white chalk cliffs at Etretat, once an endless source of inspiration for painters like Monet. Behind the coastline, you'll find lush green fields and sprawling apple orchards that produce Normandy's signature cider. Its cuisine is also a point of pride, featuring local specialties like camembert and Neufchâtel cheese. Normandy brings together history, nature, and gastronomy, creating an unforgettable journey for anyone who visits. Strasbourg. As the capital of Alsace and home to many European institutions, Strasbourg beautifully reflects the harmony between past and present in its captivating cultural landscape. Strolling through the famous La Petite France district, with its winding canals and timber-framed houses, feels like stepping into a vintage postcard. At the city's heart stands the magnificent Strasbourg Cathedral, a Gothic masterpiece with a towering spire dominating the skyline. Yet Strasbourg isn't just about old-world charm. It's also a lively modern hub filled with museums, art galleries, and vibrant festivals. Don't miss the chance to enjoy local dishes in cozy restaurants, where you can taste traditional bake à and tarte flambée, both signature flavors of the Alsace region. Mont Saint-Michel, an island that transforms with the sea. That's Mont Saint-Michel, a mystical site rising from the ocean with its majestic medieval abbey at the center. Located in Normandy, this small rocky island connects to the mainland by a narrow causeway that disappears and reappears with the tide, attracting visitors from around the world. The abbey itself is a masterpiece of medieval architecture, featuring winding corridors, grand stairways, and breathtaking views overlooking the bay. Exploring Mont Saint-Michel is a rare experience, where every change in tide reshapes the entire landscape. For the most magical visit, come at sunset, when golden light bathes the island in a warm glow, a sight sure to stay forever in your memory. If you love discovering the wonders of France, don't forget to hit like and subscribe to join us on more journeys through this beautiful country. Lyon. Known as the culinary capital of France, Lyon doesn't just delight food lovers, it also preserves a deep sense of history and culture. The city's heartbeat lies in Vieux-Lyon, where narrow alleyways and secret passageways, once used by silk workers to transport goods during the rain, lead to hidden courtyards and elegant Renaissance buildings. Beyond its old-world charm, Lyon also embraces modernity in the Confluence district, where contemporary architecture blends harmoniously with the river to create a vibrant urban landscape. No visit to Lyon is complete without stopping by its traditional restaurants known as bouchons, where local specialties like quenelle and tarte aux pralines capture the city's authentic flavors. Loire Valley. Nicknamed the Garden of France, the Loire Valley is famous for its countless castles and river landscapes that look like scenes from a painting. Each chateau tells a story of the kings and queens who shaped French history, from the grandeur of Chambord to the elegance of Chenonceau spanning across the river. This region is not only a journey through royal heritage, but also a celebration of nature's beauty, with vineyards stretching endlessly to produce some of the finest wines in the world. Whether you stroll through carefully manicured gardens or glide along the Loire by boat, you'll feel as though you've stepped back in time to an age of grace and refinement. Beyond its majestic architecture, the valley is home to charming cities like Tours, a lively cultural hub filled with historic buildings, and Amboise, where Château du Clos Lucé stands as Leonardo da Vinci's final residence. Together, they form a colorful picture that blends history, art, and French life in perfect harmony. French Riviera. The French Riviera is a symphony of color and emotion, perfectly embodying the elegance and charm of the Mediterranean coast. In lively Nice, the iconic Promenade des Anglais stretches along the deep blue sea, blending culture, art, and history in one vibrant city. Visitors can wander through open-air markets full of flowers and local produce, or admire masterpieces at the Chagall and Matisse museums. Further along the coast, Cannes shines with the glamour of its world-famous film festival, attracting stars and filmmakers from across the globe. Golden beaches, boutique hotels, and the luxury-filled Croisette Boulevard create an unmistakable air of sophistication. Eastward lies Saint-Tropez, once a quiet fishing village, now a playground for the elite, where pastel houses, stylish cafes, and harbors lined with yachts define its charm. The journey concludes in the Principality of Monaco, dazzling with its legendary casino and Formula One Grand Prix, symbols of ultimate luxury. Yet, its royal palace and oceanographic museum add depth and culture to this glamorous setting. Every city along the Riviera has its own identity, yet all shine under the same sun, sea, and refined way of life. Bordeaux. Recognized as the world's wine capital, Bordeaux, the port city along the Garonne River, offers much more than its celebrated vineyards. Its historic center, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, stands out with grand neoclassical squares and long boulevards lined with elegant stone buildings. Exploring Bordeaux is a journey through both flavor and art, from modern galleries and interactive museums like Cité du Vin to bustling markets filled with local products. As night falls, the Garonne's riverbanks turn into the perfect promenade where shimmering lights reflect beautifully on the water. Cozy wine bars invite visitors to enjoy regional dishes paired with exceptional wines, a perfect harmony of traditional winemaking and refined urban living. Before we move on to the next destination, here's a quick question for you. What makes the French call Bordeaux the heart of the art of living? Paris. Called the City of Light, Paris embodies a perfect blend of history, art, and culture that creates an irresistible allure. The soaring Eiffel Tower is not only the city's symbol, but also a representation of France itself. Walking along the Seine, visitors can admire architectural masterpieces like Notre Dame Cathedral and the Louvre Museum, home to countless treasures of humanity. But beyond its landmarks, Paris thrives on its vibrant rhythm across its many districts, each with its own personality. The Marais, with its narrow streets and old buildings, is the cultural heart of the LGBTQ+ community and a hub where art and fashion meet. Meanwhile, Montmartre, with its cobblestone steps leading up to the Sacré-Cœur Basilica, offers a panoramic view of the city and once welcomed free-spirited artists like Picasso and Dali. Culturally, few places rival Paris, where historic cafes once hosted passionate debates among writers and philosophers, and theaters still shine bright every night. Its gastronomy is equally iconic, from traditional bistros to Michelin-starred restaurants, where every dish is elevated into an art form. Palace of Versailles. Located on the outskirts of Paris, the Palace of Versailles stands as a perfect example of 17th century French Baroque architecture. Originally built as a hunting lodge for Louis XIII, it was later expanded by King Louis XIV into a magnificent palace that symbolized the absolute power of the monarchy. Versailles is world-renowned for its lavish interiors, especially the 70-meter-long Hall of Mirrors, adorned with hundreds of reflecting mirrors and stunning ceiling paintings. Outside, the Italian-style gardens display perfect symmetry, highlighted by graceful fountains and classical statues. More than a top tourist destination, Versailles stands as a witness to history, preserving the grandeur, artistry, and splendor of the French royal court at the height of its power. Marseille. Resting on the Mediterranean coast, Marseille is one of France's oldest cities, known for its bustling harbor and vibrant cultural diversity. At its heart lies the Old Port, where traditional fishing boats dock beside sleek yachts, and lively seafood markets reflect the city's maritime rhythm. On the hill overlooking the sea, the Basilica of Notre-Dame de la Garde stands proudly as a symbol of Marseille, distinguished by its Neo-Byzantine architecture and richly decorated mosaics. In gastronomy, the city is inseparable from its signature fish soup, bouillabaisse, a dish that perfectly captures Marseille's deep-rooted culinary tradition. Marseille is a blend of past and present, a place where history, art, and modern life coexist, creating a destination full of authenticity and cultural richness for those eager to explore the true essence of France. Riquewihr. Nestled among Alsace's rolling vineyards, Riquewihr enchants visitors with its beauty preserved through the centuries. Surrounded by 15th century walls, this village features colorful, half-timbered houses that look straight out of a storybook. Considered one of the most beautiful villages in France, it's a treasure that blends history with the distinctive charm of northeastern culture. Visitors shouldn't miss tasting sessions in traditional wine cellars, where the region's rich winemaking heritage is preserved with pride. The local cuisine is equally delightful, complemented by seasonal festivals and markets, especially the Christmas market, when Riquewihr transforms into a festive wonderland filled with warmth and joy all year round. Conques. Set along the Dordogne River in the Aveyron region, Conques remains one of the few villages that has kept its ancient charm intact. It is best known for the Abbey Church of Saint-Tropez, a Romanesque masterpiece that once served as a key stop for pilgrims traveling along the Way of St. James. The church is renowned for its intricately carved tympanum and its treasury, which holds sacred relics and precious religious artworks. Walking through Conques's cobbled streets feels like stepping back in time, with medieval houses and narrow lanes revealing a serene, rustic atmosphere. This peaceful beauty and timeless character make Conques a perfect refuge for those seeking to escape the modern world and reconnect with history. Colmar. The city captivates visitors with its Little Venice district, where vibrant, half-timbered houses reflect beautifully on calm canals, creating a romantic, picture-perfect scene. It's an ideal place for a sunset stroll or a cozy dinner by the water. Beyond its charm, Colmar is also celebrated as the wine capital of Alsace. Visitors can step into warm, inviting cellars to enjoy exquisite wines that express the region's distinctive character. Each year, Colmar honors its winemaking heritage with lively festivals that turn the streets into a vibrant stage filled with music, dancing, and colorful wine tastings, a joyful celebration that captures the spirit of Alsace. Gordes. Perched on the hillside of Provence, Gordes appears enchanting with its limestone houses glowing under the Mediterranean sunlight. The village draws visitors with sweeping views of the Luberon Valley and narrow lanes that wind past ancient buildings and cozy little bars. Gordes is the cultural and artistic heart of the region, home to museums, galleries, and historic landmarks like the Grand Renaissance Castle standing tall at its center. Not far away, the Senanque Abbey offers a peaceful and spiritual atmosphere, surrounded by endless lavender fields, a serene symbol of Provence. Annecy. Nicknamed the Venice of the Alps, Annecy brings together the perfect harmony of mountains and waterways. Its calm canals and winding cobblestone streets weave through the stunning scenery of the Alps, creating a romantic and peaceful atmosphere. Lake Annecy, one of the cleanest lakes in Europe, invites visitors to enjoy gentle boat rides or relaxing bike trips along its picturesque shoreline. At the heart of the old town stands the Palais de l'Isle, a 12th century castle that seems to rise directly from the water, now serving as a museum that tells the fascinating history of this charming alpine town. Eze. Resting between the clouds and the Mediterranean Sea, Eze is a medieval village that seems to defy both time and gravity. Its narrow stone paths curve along the hillside, surrounded by ancient stone houses that create a spectacular view found nowhere else. At the top of the village lies the Exotic Garden, a unique spot filled with rare plants and intricate sculptures, offering panoramic views of the French coastline and even the island of Corsica on clear days. The historic charm of Eze lives on in its detailed architecture and traditional artisan shops, where handmade perfumes and local crafts keep the spirit of the village alive, making it a captivating stop for anyone seeking authenticity and inspiration. Riquewihr. Located on the shores of Lake Geneva, Riquewihr is a perfect example of a medieval village beautifully preserved through the centuries. Its strong stone walls and 14th century watchtowers recall the glory of its past. One of the village's highlights is the Garden of the Five Senses, a maze-like garden inspired by medieval design, offering a multi-sensory experience filled with fragrance, color, and texture among lush greenery. Thanks to its perfect lakeside location, Riquewihr opens up to stunning views of the sparkling waters and surrounding mountains, blending nature and heritage in complete harmony. It's an ideal destination for those seeking tranquility and a taste of the art and culture of a bygone era. Grimaud. Located in the Var region of Provence, Grimaud stands out with its medieval beauty. Strolling among the ruins of the old castle perched high on the hill, visitors are rewarded with breathtaking views of the deep blue Saint-Tropez Bay. The winding cobblestone streets lined with pastel-colored houses covered in vines create the feeling of stepping back in time. Though only ruins remain, The castle still stands as a proud reminder of the village's glorious past. Grimaud also charms visitors with artisan shops, showcasing local crafts and cozy bars, where travelers can savor the distinct flavors of Provençal cuisine. From the dazzling boulevards of Paris to the endless lavender fields of Provence, from the grand castles along the Loire Valley to the quiet villages hidden in the peaceful countryside. This journey has taken us through every facet of France, a country where history, art, and nature blend into a perfect symphony. Each destination tells its own story. Every landscape paints a vivid picture, and together they create a timeless charm that makes everyone dream of visiting at least once in their life. Thank you for joining us on this unforgettable journey. If you enjoyed the trip, don't forget to like and subscribe to continue exploring more beautiful destinations around the world with us.